Good morning, Hawks. It's Light McLean here to start off the show. Today is Tuesday, May 16th, and it is an A-Day. Today's student of the day is Jordan Stead. She did an amazing job in music class and has never stepped out of their comfort zone to sing in front of the class with an incredible voice. Nominated by Mr. Ellison. Stay tuned for weather, sports, and more. Now over to Riley with your news.
What up, Hawks? It's Lily here with your news for today. For today's news, as always, Studio 315 in the library is open after school today from 3:15 to 5 o'clock. So don't be afraid to go check it out. Nest Music Production is also meeting today after school in room C110. Next, remember today is the final day to purchase prom and senior trip tickets during periods 1 and 2 as well as periods 4 and 9. For prom tickets are on sale for $30. Each a junior and a senior must purchase the ticket. The prom will be held on Saturday, May 20th from 8 p.m. to 11 p.m. For the senior trip, tickets are $75 each, and the trip will be to Hershey Park on Thursday, June 8th. Up next is a video featuring our very own Mr. Melanson, who was honored last week as National Honor Society Teacher of the Year. Let's check that out.
Hey Hawks, it's Senior Angie May here, and I'm interviewing Mr. Melanson because he won the NHS Teacher of the Year award. So, what do you do to contribute to the senior class?
I just try to help them understand, what's going to happen after high school, how they can deal with certain things. Just try to help contribute to helping them be successful when they leave here.
And you gave a speech at the ceremony, so what was the message from your speech for people that couldn't attend?
Make an impact on somebody. It was basically, wake up each day and decide that you're going to help make an impact. A teacher when I was young made an impact on me, and it changed my life from the standpoint I didn't know if I could succeed in a school setting. So I challenged the seniors and the juniors that were inducted to take the time to make an impact on somebody.
So why did you decide to go into teaching?
I started coaching at a young age and really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed, trying to help kids, help youth, and it was, you feel better each time you leave. There's good days and bad days, but I felt it was something that I could do well, and again, I just enjoyed helping people. So that was probably the biggest contribution, or contributing factor to me deciding to do it.
So what are your future goals?
To be more flexible. As we've noticed with the change in the times, you're pretty set in your routines and your stuff in your classroom, and it's really challenged not just students but teachers to try to be more flexible in their classrooms, to change with the times, change with students as they change. So just challenging myself to be more flexible.
What advice would you give to upcoming teachers?
Make sure that you look into not just the content area, but what are you contributing as far as helping students. One of the things that you learn as a teacher and somebody that coaches and teaches throughout your years is that it's not just about the content area in your class. If you're in math or science or history, whatever it is, you spend almost just as much time getting to know your students, talking to them, helping them with certain situations. So do more to understand that aspect of teaching than just your content area.
And what legacy do you feel the senior class is leaving for CPPHS?
It's a persevering class. I think this was the freshman class that we first shut down with and then kind of went into the hybrid year. So they've persevered through a lot, kind of going through some of the highs and lows. I think, You know, you remember when we were in CPPtv and you had the hybrid A and B days. There were days that we were about to start the show and nobody was here. And then finding out, like in this class, that students were willing to video themselves and send the videos in, and you know.
Awesome job to Mal and Angie. New podcasts have been uploaded to CPPTV's playlist for podcast. Chris Savino has created a podcast titled Gaming with ADHD, in which he explores what life is like as a teen with ADHD and some of his favorite video games. Okay, finally, don't forget that Regents and Finals are approaching very soon. Many of our teachers are still offering review classes before and after school. Today, the review classes that are being offered after school are IB Biology from 3:15 to 5 o'clock with Mrs. Tingley in room D110, Living Environment from 3:15 to 4:15 in D216, Earth Science 3:15 to 4:15 with Miss Julian in D206, French 3:15 to 4:15 with Madame Dudek in A206, and Algebra 2 from 3:15 to 4:15 with Miss Slechta in room E123. That's all the news I have for you today, Hawks. Now let's head over to Thomas with your weather.
Good morning, Hawks. Thomas McFall here with your weather. Today is a high of 77 and a low of 41. It will be partly cloudy today. And now I'll send it over to sports with Angie.
Hey Hawks, it's Matt with your sports report today. There are no events happening, but yesterday Unified Basketball had their last home game and unfortunately they lost, but it was a very close game. Be on the lookout for more games later this week, and sectional games are coming up. Now over to Liv to wrap up the show.
Hey Hawks, it's Liv here to wrap up the show. Thanks for tuning in to CPPtv, your daily source for news around the nest. If you missed anything from today's show, you can check them out on our YouTube channel at CPPtv. To get updates on the show, you can check them out on our Instagram at cpp.tv. Thanks for watching. Keep flying, Hawks.